Welcome back, and in this video you'll be learning how to add words to your video. Words are basically title cards, which you have to click over here, title, and it doesn't matter which one you click because all of them are quite similar. Usually we'll click default still, and for those you can always change it over here. If you click default still, you get this. If you click default roll, you get this, and if you click crawl, you get this too. So usually if you want your word to stay still in the video without moving, just need to click still and click this to type in. Add words to your video, and you can see over here the font size. You can either drag it or you can just set a number, and usually this box has to fit your words. If it's too small, your words won't appear. So if you want to recenter it, you have to fit it as close as possible to the words, and click this center so that your words are exactly in the middle of the video. So for the color, there are different fill types. You can either choose solid, linear gradient, or the 4-color gradient. Usually this 4-color gradient is, you can add 4 different colors like this. So it will look like this if you have the 4-color gradient, and make it larger for you to see clearly. And when you're typing words, you can't use the hotkeys because you will just type it in. As you can see over here, if you press the V, you can't go back to the selection tool. So we have to line it back to the center again. And over here, you can see that some of the words have glow. You can also customize the glow as well, which is down here. The shadow. So you can set it to any color you want. For example, this blue, it will glow blue. And the opacity, like how solid you want it to be, and the distance, the glow. This one is way too much, but it's okay. So once you are done with your words, just need to click close and drag it into the timeline. If you've done something wrong, you can always double click it, and you can come back to the editing. And another thing is, in the effects controls, you can also adjust the words, the position, and the size. If you want the size to change, you can always do this. Example, you want it to become larger, just set a keyframe at the start, move to the back, and increase the size. And you can see it gradually becomes bigger. If you want some rotation, you can also add it. This makes your word spin. For example, from here to here, you want it, how many degrees you want it to spin. So let's say we spin 2 rounds, 720 degrees. And you can see it spins. Usually at the end of the video, you want to make something like the credits. We can add title card and roll. Usually roll, the words will move from bottom to top. You can set it to move from top to bottom as well. And you can see this, there's a vertical type too. Usually for you to type downwards, but for now, we'll be using this. We'll be using the normal horizontal type tool. usually for long credits like this, we can't see the entire thing in the video. So the only way is we have to set it to roll. Make this smaller, move it to the center. Set it to roll. And start off screen. So when we drag this here, you can see it comes up. You can change the speed as well. The simplest way is to use this rate stretch tool. Make it slower. And for the crawl, default crawl, basically your words will move from the left to the right. Crawl right, and you can start off screen. Like this. And that's the endpoint. Another way, if you want it to move in a specific direction, you can always do this. Okay, so for this part, I'll delete the keyframes so that it will not spin and the size will remain the small size. And these little diamond shaped things are the keyframes, so don't worry if you see this. So for example, you want to move your words in an angle from here to here. You can always do this. Set a keyframe, and then you move to the back, and you can drag this. Drag to the right. This one drag to the left to move up. So you can see that your words move to the corner. And that's all for adding words to videos. Thanks for watching and see you in the next tutorial.